guys, thank you so much for watching and welcome to my channel. Now I hope that something I say or do will be appealing enough that you will subscribe. I already came to you once today, but I wanted to come back because I got a couple of questions. So let me get right to it. I'm going to go through these questions with you and then I'm going to get out of your way. Question number 1. Okay, for those of you who do not know, before I go into the questions, I am a reseller on POSHMARK, Mercari, and eBay. You can find those, I'll link it below, and you'll be able to click and find me in any of those arenas. Question number 1, and this is specific to POSHMARK. How do you increase your following? Great question. I am still trying to learn the ropes, but for me, I just follow the simple plan that POSHMARK kind of puts in place. You post items that you're wanting to sell, and I share a lot. I share my own closet, and I should be sharing like my entire closet, but what I do is I share specific items, the ones that I think are more trendy and that people will like more, because my hope is they'll see that item and then they'll come and visit my closet. So I post things that I'd like to share, or I'm saying sell, then I share them. But additionally, I go to other people's closets and I share. I share a lot. In some people's closet, if I really, really like it, I'll share things over again, and sometimes forgetting the count. So I do share a lot. That works for me. I've heard a lot of other means for doing it, but that's what works for me. And so far I have 21K followers, but I'm hoping that will increase over time because I have just started to be a little bit more diligent about this process. What sells and what sells fast? For me, it's been trial and error. I see some videos and I see some Poshmarkers closets, and it looks like, oh, they're selling all Lululemon or they're selling all Nike, and it works for them. For me, it's just been trial and error. The one thing I do want to say is that it took me almost 4 months before I actually started selling. And I think part of that was I was learning the ropes and I didn't have any guidance, not even thinking that I should just go to YouTube or whatever. And so I was just kind of playing around with it. But after that 4-month mark, I started to sell things, but they were selling slow. I think one of the problems for me is that I don't do the thrift store thing. Nothing against it, but I purchase new items for the most part, and that's what I sell. So my threshold's a little bit different from those who go to the thrift stores and get them for $3, $4, $5, $6. I don't. I typically buy new, or I will go to a consignment shop. And I know some people think, well, a consignment shop, thrift store is all the same. I just feel like the consignment shop is a little bit more upscale, hence my reason for going there. Now, I've also heard many people talk about the algorithms. I don't know if that actually works or not. I just know that what's been working for me is posting items that I have available, sharing those items, and sharing items from other Poshmark closets. I think the last question that I'm going to try to go with today is, I want to make more money. What do I do? Well, that was what I said. And I'm like, okay, I have all of these great items in my closet. Why are they not selling? Be patient. Again, it was almost 4 months before I really, actually, I got to sell kind of soon, maybe a month into Poshing, but it was Victoria's Secret body sprays. And actually, you're not supposed to be selling those, but I didn't really know all the ins and outs, but I do now. So I do not I no longer have those items posted, but I did go out and buy quite a bit of Bath and Body Works in hopes to sell on Posh. And then I realized, actually, one of the ambassadors messaged me and said, you're not supposed to be selling these items. And so I looked it up and I was like, So I'm no longer selling those items. Again, be patient and consistent. Consistency really matters. Like I am, and I'm not telling anyone to do what I do, but I literally get up every morning at 6 o'clock. And after my daughter's off to school, my husband's off and my daughter's off to school, that is all I do. From the time I get up, I get my coffee and I just start poshing. I start posting my stuff. I start posting other people's stuff. That is what I do. Or not posting, sharing my items and sharing other people's items. And that is what I do. Probably 6:30-ish. And then I will take a break and get some lunch sometime throughout the day. But then I'm right back on the computer or the phone. And my husband complains because I'm poshing in the bed. Like at 10 o'clock at night, I'm still on posh. Well, I am in Vegas, so from 7 to 9 is the last party of the evening. So I post throughout, or share, I'm sorry, throughout the party. After the party, I'm still sharing because I have to now go back and share everyone who's just shared me. So I just believe that consistency is the way to go. Again, I would never recommend that you do it as much as I'm doing it, because I'm doing it from the beginning of the day to the end of the evening. I don't necessarily know that all of that is necessary, but it's what I choose for me at this time. And I think for the most part, it is what you choose for you. What do you think makes the most amount of sense? Again, there are some poshers who are more successful than I am because they are shopping at thrift stores and buying their products really cheap and then being able to, extend those discounts to you. Unfortunately, again, I buy new items. I have a couple of items that aren't new because they either came from my closet or I got it from a consignment shop. So again, it's kind of do you. But one of the biggest things is do not compare yourself to other people. So I don't want you to look at someone else's closet and say, oh, wow, she's making, $3,000 a week. And I can't even sell one item. That's like a motivational killer. Don't do that to yourself. Take your time, be patient, and be consistent. And things will happen. Your closet will eventually start to grow. I love you, and I'm hoping and wishing the best for you. Again, ask any question that you will, and I'm going to do my best to get an answer for you. Bye. Hope you guys have a great day. Oh, that was horrible. Let me do it again.